I think that's it. There he is. You guys ready? Let's pull it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh. Hey! And JB's on there! 600! 600! Yes! Yay! 600 mile time. That would be just. So here we are, back with the real Supercharger. Okay, we are on the test track.
They'd recommend putting your head on the headrest.
Okay.
There he's ready.
Nope. Yep. Oh, there it goes. Oh, that never gets old either. We have the post-production production cars here.
Wait, what?
Yeah, oh yeah, you watch it.
Well, why is he gonna throw it?
I don't know, but we can watch it.
Yeah.
He just used a sledgehammer. What?
Well, maybe that was a little too hard.
I'm Eric, otherwise known as Derek, here in Shanghai at Gigafactory 3.
Ballapalooza. It's like tricks.
3, 2, 1.
Will it wipe is the big question of the day.
Will it wipe?
Generic cornflakes.
Whoa! It's raining cornflakes! Oh. This is trippy. Look, there's nothing here.
Hello, yes. It's like we need to update the intro because we don't have the last couple of deliveries on there yet. So, oh, yeah. But who knows? We might be getting another delivery in a month, so might as well wait another month before we put it in. Anyways, today is Sunday, September 19th, 2021, and we are here once again. I'm David, this is Eric. Together we are Derek, and we are going to talk with you about everything that's new in the world of Tesla the past week, and then we'll open it up to questions and answers.
Yeah, I think I should have started a poll. I can actually do a poll, and we could have talked about a poll of whether or not I'm wearing a gray shirt. And that's one of the reasons why I haven't switched the camera over yet.
Yeah, but Amy did get it right when she said, well, let's see, I just gave it away, but Amy gave it right.
Away.
Red. So
Red.
He got
Today
it.
is
Yeah.
a red shirt kind of day. Welcome,
And this
everybody.
is, and no, this is not gray. This is like heather blue or something. It's blue. Maybe it's blue and gray. Okay.
Looks gray.
It's half gray, half blue.
So anyway, welcome everybody. Hopefully you all had a good week. Things have been going good here. We did a little bit of a road trip yesterday.
Yeah,
like kind of fun.
500 miles. Not
Took the
too
Plad
long,
out on
not
a little
too
bit of a
short.
road trip,
Yeah.
and had
But that means the Plad is working. It's operational again.
Plad is working. I can't reveal what rims are on there yet because they're not announced officially. So that is why, yeah. You guys will see soon, hopefully this week, Once the rims that are on it are announced, I'll show it to you guys. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and jump right into the news. Then we can go ahead and kind of just hang out, talk about anything that you guys really want to, and answer any questions. Okay, so right into the news. Here we go. David. NHST. I always struggle with
National
this.
Highway Transportation and Safety Administration.
Thank you.
We know that they opened up an investigation into Tesla's Autopilot a few weeks back, and they wanted to know like everything about all the accidents that ever happened with Tesla. And while they started that investigation, there was another accident like the next day. But anyways, now they've actually decided to ask 12 other manufacturers for their information on their assisted driving technologies and accidents as well. So it's good to see. They're not just singling out Tesla. Hopefully, that means that they're actually going to research this and see that it's not just a Tesla issue. This happens with all vehicles. And we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this relates. Now, I'm curious to know what, because if you look at the information that NHTSA, sorry, I always mess that up, wants, it's a lot. It is a ton of information. They want like the known addresses. They want the buyers. They want... You might as well give them our social security number at that point because they want everything. And that makes me a little unnerved. But they're now asking this from the other 12 auto manufacturers. I'm really curious to know what's happening. You know what I mean? Because it's like, what's going to be the outcome of this? Are they going to do like real research with it and just kind of see, okay, this is kind of the gist of it? Or are they going to try to pawn that information off to other auto manufacturers, or are they going to try to have everything like recalled? I don't really know.
It'll be interesting, but I wonder too though if the other technologies from the other companies are up to speed, you know, with what Tesla does. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe the reason Tesla has more accidents is yes, because it is capable of driving itself a lot, but you're still supposed to pay attention. But maybe they'll find other companies don't have as many accidents because you can't actually let it drive itself.
And they only have like 100 cars on the road instead of over 1 million.
So yeah, so it'll be interesting to see. Well, so we don't have details on that, but it'll be interesting what they decide on that.
Exactly.
What they do with the data.
Exactly. So next up, this is going to be sad for a lot of people. A Tesla referral program is basically out the window. It ended, what was it, yesterday?
I think it was 2 days ago.
2 days ago? Oh, on the 17th. It ended. And as of current, the only referral program they offer is for solar roof. So per their referral program support page, which is just tesla.com/support/referral program, if you want to read into that. Anyway, they kind of talk about how now the only referrals are for solar roof, and you can earn 500 and etc. if someone uses your stuff. And
Yeah,
then the previous referral program did end September 18th.
Yeah, so it's unfortunate for those people who were on the on the fence and getting ready to order. You're not going to be able to get those referral miles for any existing orders. They are still locked in, right?
Yes.
So any existing orders, if you have your order, you haven't taken delivery yet, you will still be able to get your referral miles. It's just for new orders since the 18th, you're not going to be able to go. So it's kind of unfortunate, but don't be too upset if you didn't place your order, because depending on the price of supercharging, it might be a $50 to $100. So
exactly.
It'd be nice to have, but it's not like a $5,000 thing that went away. So don't be too upset, I guess. But hopefully, though, they'll bring back something else in the future. But because I don't know, it was nice to have.
Yeah. So here it does say anything ordered between June 1st, 2021 and September 17th, 2021. You do get those miles.
Yeah.
For S3, X, or Y, and previously, it breaks it all down. If you're curious about it, you can go check it out. And so as long as you were ordered, you're good.
Yeah. And this is something that Eric and I have been discussing for years, since before the Model 3 came out. Back when Tesla was new and they just had the Model S, Model X, Tesla was sold by word of mouth, and they really needed something like the referral program. When the Model 3 came out and they had hundreds of thousands of orders, it's like they didn't really need it anymore.
No.
I think they could have gotten rid of it or cut it way back. We said they should have done maybe credits, and you get a point, like a quarter of a credit for a 3 or a full credit for an S or an X. But they just kept it the same, and we knew it wasn't sustainable, and we've been saying for 3 years that it was going to go away, and it looks like it's finally gone away.
But also, if they have this huge backlog,
for months. They have orders backed up for months.
If you're backed up, there's zero reason to have a referral program. A referral program is meant to spark interest and make sure your products are selling. But at this point, they don't need that. It will be interesting to see if any Tesla vloggers and YouTube makers disappear because of this, because I know some were kind of around just for the referral program.
We did see that in the past, back in like 2018 or so, when they really cut back on the referral program.
We have seen that
Some
in the
people
past.
disappeared. We're still around. So.
We're not going anywhere. Referral program was nice. Don't get us wrong, but that wasn't the motivation for having the YouTube channel. So y'all are gonna be stuck with us. But I don't know. It's interesting to see if maybe people are gonna disappear or what. But yes, unfortunately now, really the only referral program is for solar roof. But speaking about solar roof, man, we're getting really good at these segues. Love it. Tesla is going to be reversing the price for certain solar roof customers. So if you had ordered before April 2021 and didn't have it installed yet, Tesla came back at you with a new contract. And in some cases, it was double the price. A lot of people saw a $20,000 to $30,000 increase for their solar roof. Well, what Tesla has now told the attorneys is Tesla told plaintiffs' attorneys that it has launched a program internally to restore customers who signed contracts before April to their original pricing. And this is according to the legal filing per those attorneys on Thursday. So here this talks about one example who is kind of leading this lawsuit. Their signed contract, keep in mind it was a signed contract for this one, was at $72,000. And then after that, Tesla upped it to $146,000.
Yikes. It's more than double.
So exactly. I mean, that's $72,000 is a ton of money, let alone 146. Yeah. So anywho, you can kind of read about this if you would like, but keep in mind, if you are one of these people that were affected, you might be hearing from Tesla soon. And if not, I would probably reach out to Tesla and be like, hey, does my contract qualify for this? Especially if you've, we have one friend, Mace, I believe he's here in chat, has already got his new contract signed and everything. I think he had it installed too.
Oh yeah, he's had it for a while.
Yeah,
but hopefully they'll do the right thing and like give refunds to those people who did pay the new price and honor the contracts that, you know, back to April, like we said. It's because I know that a lot of people were really upset, and again, I think it's justifiable if you had a contract for one and they doubled the price. A lot of people are going to be really upset with that. So maybe they can get those customers back. I don't know. I think a lot of people might have already gone to a different, you know, there's not a lot of choices when it comes to
switch to panels,
roof, but they might have gone to panels or done something else. But a lot of people had spent money like removing the roof or doing all kinds of other preparation, and so there were a lot of people that were, you know, monetarily, you know, damaged by this. So it's good to see that they'll, I think, doing the right thing, but they should have done it. They should have never had this in the issue.
They should, exactly. Anyone who had a signed contract never should have changed, in my eyes. Now, Mace, he's here in chat. He said I'd be looking at almost a $30K refund.
That would be nice.
If they went back to my original estimate.
Give a Model 3 or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Like, here's your Model 3.
Yeah.
I mean,
no cash refunds, but you get a Model 3.
That would be really nice if they did that. Definitely keep us updated, Mace, for sure.
But we're definitely, again, we've been talking for years about the solar roof. We looked at the solar roof back in, 2018 when we were considering solar for our house, and we were looking at panels or solar roof. But at the time, it would have cost, for our house, it would have been costing close to $100,000. Now, that would include the roof, you know, replacing the roof, brand new roof, and having the entire roof covered in those glass panels. But we decided not to do it at the time because solar was going to cost a lot less than that. And we did end up buying a little bit more solar in 2019, so it would have brought the price closer. But that's one thing with the solar roof is you can't really expand your system
once
easily.
You're there,
you want to put in the largest system possible. So we did run the numbers here just like right before the live stream, and we saw that no, the price has come down. Now this quote we got shows. Can you read off the exact numbers because you can?
Yeah. So this tried giving us power walls as well. We wouldn't need those, but it says solar roof for a 25.59 kilowatt system would be roughly $83,900. Now, this is not the final price. Final price will have to be judged by Tesla once they kind of look at your roof and make sure. But based on our evaluation of our roof, we think this is actually
It's
pretty accurate.
fairly simple. We don't
Yeah.
have too complex of a roof. It's just has like 6 planes. It would be very easy. But yeah, so the price has come down. If we knock off the solar or the power walls off of there, the quote would be several thousand less than we paid for a larger than what we got quoted for 3 years ago.
Yes.
And it would be for a larger system. Again, we're still happy with our solar panels. And this is still too much, you know, out of our, we could maybe get it, but it would take a lot longer for us to get a return on investment. Whereas with our solar, we're only about 3 or 4 years out, I think, from breaking even on the solar that we put on the house. So
And our solar is perfectly good. So going and like ripping off all our current panels
Doesn't make
and
sense.
putting on solar roof really doesn't make sense unless we really wanted to blow some money.
yeah.
Don't really want to blow some money, so we're not going to do that. We're super happy with our panels though. But for those of you that might be looking at a solar roof and got a price previously, I would try to get a new estimate because it could have dropped.
Yeah.
Always good to look into. Let's see here. So next up, we have something from Ray for Tesla on Twitter. If you don't follow him, definitely go give him a follow. He is out in Shanghai and has a lot of good intel. But he said Giga Shanghai is pushing hard for end of Q3. Expect to be blown away with delivery results in September. And you can see he has a YouTube video there and everything. But look at all these cars slated to go.
Wow.
And so we've talked about Shanghai doing exports and everything now too. It looks like if it weren't for Shanghai, Tesla would not be in a very good position at all. I really think Shanghai has been Tesla's saving grace lately, especially being able to export out to Europe, Model Ys, and then everything else that Shanghai has been doing. I am very excited to see Q3 numbers. As we know, Model X is still going to be a big fat goose egg 0. Excited to see how many refresh Model S's, though, they were able to deliver. Hoping that
Probably
might hit 5 digits. Maybe.
I don't know if I'm
Really?
Not gonna have to, I still,
Okay.
I think it will be at least 4 digits, but I don't know if they'll hit 5. But we'll see.
It's definitely over 1,000, but will it hit over 10,000? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Fingers crossed, though, for Tesla. That would be a huge thing for them, especially being that the Model S is a brand new, from the ground up car. But otherwise, we're just going to keep a very close eye on Shanghai, and then hopefully, maybe early 2022, I'll be able to go back out and check it out. We'll see kind of how things go. FSD, next up. A lot of people have been talking about that. Elon himself has been talking about that. He recently tweeted good feedback from FSD Beta 10 users. 10.0.1 point release rolling out now. 10.1 rolls out a week from Friday with beta request button. So, do we believe this?
So this is the button that he said was coming out in
This
March,
is the
right?
exactly. Is this button?
Supposedly,
Is it going to happen?
We'll see.
Because it was supposed to happen 2 weeks ago, 6 months ago. So I guess we'll see. I'm not counting it that it's not going to happen, but I'm not holding my breath. Does that make sense?
I always say cross your fingers, but don't hold your breath, because if you do, you might pass out. But cross your
There you
fingers.
go.
That's not gonna hurt.
There you go. But he did go on to tweet that in another thread. He said, yes, at this time, FSD beta systems at times can seem so good that vigilance isn't necessary, but it is. Also, any beta user who isn't super careful will get booted. Currently, there's only about 2,000 beta users. No accidents as of yet, but needs to stay that way. So, if you do request that beta, I don't know what Tesla is going to deem as being super careful. Be careful, because I'm curious to know, like, if I'm going to get it on Plad and then I take my car to the track, are they going to remove it because I was deeming not being super careful?
Yeah, if they see you going 160 miles an hour, they're like, oh,
exactly.
take them off.
But when I'm doing that, it's on a track.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll see. If I get kicked out of the FSD beta after I request it, there'll be a video on that and we'll let you all know. But it's not like I'm doing 160 on city streets or highways or anything. It's always on a track. But how is Tesla going to do that?
It'll also be interesting to see, do you get it on all of the vehicles on your account?
Oh, true. Yeah,
And if they take it away, do they take it off of all vehicles on your account?
true. Yeah, it'll definitely be interesting to see what comes of that.
But we'll definitely let you know. We'll
Yeah.
probably Eric will tweet it out. I'm sure as soon
Now,
as we
question: do we stay up all night on Friday? Because it seems like releases are about midnight to 2 a.m.
can. Yeah, might as well, or at least
Okay.
take a nap and set the alarm.
So maybe should we actually? This could be kind of fun.
We could do a live stream.
What if we live streamed from the Plaid and we're just playing
Wait, we could do
games all
that.
night?
Yeah, we could do that.
And just played games all night in preparation.
I don't know about all
I don't
night,
know.
but we'll see.
I guess we'll have to see what happens
and it'll
next
be a
week.
flop if we don't get it. Or
I know it'd be really bad, but it could be fun. Hopefully Elon tweets later in the week though, and will let us know if it's still on or not. Because if it's not on, no reason for us to stay up.
Yeah.
But it could be kind of fun. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Just follow me on Twitter, and if we
Yeah.
decide to do it, we'll
We'll let you know later this week. But yeah,
we'll
that's
do
an
a
interesting
really
idea.
late live stream from the garage. Maybe play some games. I don't know. It could be fun to hang out with everybody. Next up, so this isn't really Tesla related, but kind of is. It's Elon Musk related. The Inspiration4X successful launch and return ended up raising over $210 million thus far for St. Jude. Elon himself even kicked in $50 million. There was another gentleman who kicked in $100 million.
Yeah, that was the guy, the billionaire.
The billionaire, yeah.
Who like funded it all. But
Exactly.
Basically, for those you don't know, it was the first mission that had non-astronauts, like 4 civilians went into. Okay, there were Virgin Galactic and what Blue Dragon.
Blue Origin.
Blue Origin went up into space. Yeah, Dragon's the new one. But they went up too. But this was like a real space mission. They went up. They were orbiting the Earth for 3 days, and they came back down, and everything went successful.
Yeah, it was definitely cool to see. Now, my question is, if they would ever offer something like that for sale for like us, how much would that cost? Because right now the cost is ridiculous. You basically have to be a billionaire to be able to do it.
Yeah, because just for those other flights, like for Blue Origin and Virgin Galactic, those are not cheap. So you
Aren't
can
those
only,
like close to $250,000 a piece?
something like that? So you can only imagine
Yeah.
how much it would cost to spend 3 days in space and in a real mission, hundreds of miles above the Earth. So
But we were kind of talking about it. That was a pretty little thing that they were in for 3 days.
for 4 people, yeah, it'd be kind of.
Think about all the things you do in 3 days and being like, I want to do it with 4 strangers.
Yeah, but and then
It would have been a fun
It would
opportunity.
have been fun in the name of science, and they had definitely some killer views looking at that cupola there. That's amazing.
Yeah, that giant window, which,
Yeah.
to be honest, I thought there were big windows previously.
On this,
And this
yeah,
isn't like huge, but this was the biggest one.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Anyways, congrats to them.
Yep.
I guess that's about it for news. We'll just do a quick solar update. Had another good week. The days are getting shorter, so our solar production has gone down. We did still have a surplus every day. We produced more solar than we used in the household. We had about 92 kilowatt hours per day, generating 642, but we only used 408, so we had 234 kilowatt hour surplus. So far for the month of September, we have a 646 kilowatt hour surplus. For the year, we already have 5,401. That's going to continue to grow probably for the rest of the month, maybe a little bit into October, and then that surplus will start to decrease as we use that surplus for our electric companies lets us save up, and that'll help us get through those colder and shorter day months in the winter. And so far we are at 102% offset since our system was turned on 3 years ago, and we currently have a lifetime surplus of 1,686 kilowatt hours. So definitely our solar system was nicely sized when we upgraded it, and it is covering all of our needs and then some.
Yeah. Now, would we upgrade, or not upgrade, but would we add more if we could? Maybe, but we're running out of prime real estate.
Yeah.
The other parts of the roof aren't going to be the greatest, so at this point, it's like, I think
yeah.
we're at a good point with
Right
our
now,
solar.
I'd say this will last us for several years just because we do have a surplus. If we do start driving more, we might need some additional panels. But we also have that option that we explored several years back of like roof, what is it called? Like community solar.
Yeah.
And so our utility company does allow you to buy solar that's not actually installed in your house. And while that wouldn't help us like in a power outage or to charge our power walls, it would allow us to offset our electrical usage by
Even
having
more,
solar that's
yeah.
installed a few miles away, somewhere in our county, just north of us, probably about 8 or 10 miles away. And those panels are positioned perfectly, so it would be better to buy into those panels that are like pointed due south at just the right angle than to put in additional panels on our house that are like facing northwest. So if we do expand our system, we would probably consider that in the future.
Definitely. if we do need that extra power.
Yeah.
Real quick, John, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Said, how do you know, do you know what time zone they're going to release the button in California? 2 hours behind me. So I think in California, it's like around like midnight to 1 a.m. They tend to do it pretty late.
Yeah.
But again, I don't really fully know. I would definitely keep an eye on Twitter. Seems like a lot of people post when they get it.
Definitely,
So,
I definitely think at least one of
yeah.
us will be up that night. And if we plan to do a live stream or something, that would be kind of fun.
It would be kind of
to have
fun.
a little watch party and wait for it and be like, it's there, it's the button.
But do we do it in the garage,
Might as
or do we
well,
just
yeah.
hang it down here?
I would, or we could do both. We could have
could.
remote locations and go back and forth. But
We could.
we'll consider that though, definitely.
Yeah.
But we should definitely stay up, or at least one of us stays up, and then we'll see. But
Looks like I will
hopefully
be
it happens.
sleeping and David will be staying up.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. Well, normally it's the other way around, so
I'll just take some. I'll just drink some caffeine.
there you go. Let's see. Looking at some questions here. Oh, actually, real quick, before we get any further into the news, if you guys can do me a huge favor in chat and wish David a happy birthday.
Oh, if it's not my birthday.
Tomorrow, it's close
okay,
enough.
Okay.
His birthday is tomorrow, so if you wish him a happy birthday today in chat, that will cover for tomorrow.
So, okay, and well, thank you very much for that. But before we get into the questions, too, I was going to talk about our little road trip we had yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you're going to tweet that out private, or tweet
I was
that
going
out.
to tweet it out, but you can talk about it. It's okay.
Well, we saw a couple things that were quite interesting. We just drove about 500 miles round trip, but Eric's noticed something. He's like, that's Tesla Supercharger. And basically, we were driving. Do you have that picture available? or not?
It's going to take me a second.
Okay, but basically we were driving on I-70. We were going eastbound, and we saw a semi with a pre-built, supercharger station with like I think 8 supercharger stalls and 2, V3 supercharger cabinets on the back of it, and they were headed westbound on I-70. So we were like, oh, are they going to stop, in Goodland? Are they going to stop in Lyman? And we didn't see them on our way back, so it doesn't look like they're, at least on those superchargers in Colorado. I'm wondering if they might be headed out to like Richfield, Utah. Who knows? So let us know if you happen to see some of those, if you see where that semi has dropped off its pre-assembled supercharger station, because we know they recently expanded Beaver, Utah, and added a bunch of pre-assembled stations there, or they put them in very quickly. And then they did the same thing in Edwards, Colorado recently. Just within a couple weeks, they dropped off the equipment and it was turned on. And so now we know that they've added, what do they have, like 24 stations or something in Beaver, but the next station north of that has 4. And so that's a really bad choke point. They need to do something there to add, whether it's at the exact same location or in town nearby, they need to add another 8 or 12 superchargers there to help out with that traffic. So maybe the ones we saw are headed to Richfield or someplace nearby, but let us know if you see them anywhere in Colorado or Nevada, Utah, let us know. But it's cool to see that when we're driving by.
It's actually on my laptop.
Okay.
So I'll tweet it out later, though.
But also mention what else we saw.
Well, real quick, Dan with the $25 super chat.
Is that Dan up in?
It's Dan.
Dan, welcome back.
I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah, welcome back, Dan.
He said, thanks so much for the Facebook well wishes this week. Got out of the hospital on Wednesday. My December delivery date is gone and now has nothing.
Sorry
Saw
for
a
the
demo
bad
Model X with
news.
dealer plates out on Colorado Route 66. What do you think? October, November? So, first off, glad you're doing well. Don't scare us like that again, Dan.
Yeah, and welcome back. We missed you last week.
Yeah, missed you. If you need anything, we're right down the street. Hit us up. As far as the delivery date for Model X, ours has also disappeared. So, originally, what did it say? December?
Originally it was August, then December, then blank, then December, and now it's blank again.
So, to be honest, I'm not sure what exactly to think. Now, everyone that had a September delivery date has been pushed to, I think, like January. And someone even reported a February. So, hopefully we're still on for December and they're just trying to figure everything out. But I don't know what to believe right now. It is very saddening, trust me. So, hopefully we get it soon. As soon as I look, because I just looked actually right before the live stream. Hopefully, as soon as we can, we will get a date and let you know. But definitely let us know if you need anything, Dan. And we're happy to help out. And thanks again for the super chats, guys. So, next up. Frank said, do you think they might cancel the Roadster? I don't think so.
I hope not.
I would be really surprised. Ronnie said some YouTubers have millions of free miles. Yes. Yeah.
We don't have that many, but we have enough to last us until they expire, I guess.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, they're going to expire.
They're
They're not going to let you use the millions of them.
Yeah. Rob was asking, based on that and expiration dates, will paying be disappointing to you? No, because to be honest, we do a few road trips a year, but in the grand scheme of it, we always charge at home. So even if I have to start paying, it's really not a big deal for me. I don't really care. Also, another thing on road trips too is we always try to get a hotel that has like destination charging where we can charge overnight. So even if we do a road trip and we have to pay, for a charge or two on a long day of driving, we'll definitely look for a hotel where we can charge overnight for free. So. Exactly. And then Pierre, more confetti because I forgot to do it. Pierre was asking about the Model S long range. Currently, it is slated for October 19th through November 8th. Yeah. I'll reach out to you, or if you want to reach out to me, Pierre, we can kind of talk about that and figure things out. So we are looking forward to that. And But again, I'm not sure if we're in like a hurry now. We were kind of in a hurry to get the Plad, but I don't know, but definitely look forward. So we might be putting another Tesla up for sale though. So maybe might have an announcement in a couple weeks. Yep. And let's see. Kenzie 300 said referral program costs Tesla time and money to maintain it. Exactly, and they don't need to. Everyone will just make YouTube videos about the referral program, regardless if Tesla has a referral program. Or sorry, they'll make it. YouTubers will make videos about Tesla, regardless if Tesla has a referral program or not. The referral program was nice. Again, don't get me wrong, but that didn't make us start the YouTube channel. That didn't make us continue the YouTube channel or anything. As of right now, we are not going anywhere because of it. It is what it is. Mano said, thank goodness I placed my order in early August. Got confirmation by Tesla rep via chat the other day that using your referral link still applied the 1,000 Supercharger miles. Oh, cool. Awesome. Thanks. Thanks again, Mando. Definitely keep us updated. And that's for Jim Whitman there. Thanks. Jim, thanks for the $5 super chat. Said, happy birthday, David. Have a coffee or tea on me. I appreciate you guys. You know Cheers. What? I think instead of coffee tea, I'm going to get me a nice strawberry banana smoothie. Oh, there you go. He likes them strawberry banana smoothies. Thank you so much for the super chat. I just have to be careful though because I get brain freeze. So yeah, gotta be careful. Enjoy them very slowly. Let's see. Anthony said, any idea why my solar rep is ghosting me? Really hard to get any kind of questions answered for my solar proposal. Any secret comms channel to use? No. If you have Twitter, Anthony, let me know. Which, by the way, guys, I'm like 20 minutes behind on comments, so I'm working through them. If you have Twitter, DM me and I'll forward my information to my Tesla rep and that works with like the solar department and see if they can't help out because they shouldn't be ghosting you. And speaking of solar, I see Javier Guerra asked a couple times, what size is our solar? Well, we put in 16.5 kilowatts originally, and then a year later we added another 4, so we have 20.5 kilowatts of solar. Yep. And it seems to be a good size for us. We do have room. We might be able to add another 4, but with Tesla's new solar panels, they're larger now. I guess we might be able to add about another 12 or 10, somewhere around there. Yeah. Kevin. Excuse me. Sorry, 12 or 10 panels, which would be probably about 4 to 5 kilowatts. Yes. Yep. Kevin said, at this point, I don't think the X is coming back anytime soon. No one's even spotted a test mule. There've been a few of them. There haven't been a lot though, and all the ones have been older test mules that have the interior, no trim panels or anything like that. What about except Tesla put out a video last week of Tesla Glass. And that was actually recorded in a Model X. A refreshed Model X. It was definitely a Model X because you could tell like how the windshield went. Unfortunately, you could only see like the front and you could see the screen and the side door panels, I believe, but you couldn't see anything. What we're interested in the most is the second row. How has it changed? Do they have armrests? Do they have Qi charging for all the passengers? Do they have foldable seats? We don't know, unfortunately, even though it was a new X. Yeah. So. Shibi said all Teslas manufactured in Shanghai are going to have build quality issues. So I actually was in Shanghai and saw Teslas built at Shanghai and looked at them. And to be honest, they look great. I saw no issues at all. And I know some people that have Shanghai build quality, build Model 3s, and they've had zero issue. And I don't think we've heard any complaints about it because they've been delivering to Europe for like... They've been great. What, for like a year now or something like that? Yeah. And so I haven't heard any complaints. I mean, there's obviously going to be one or
two here or there that have problems, but they have problems, with manufacturing in Fremont as well. But I haven't heard of, global issue of all cars exported from China, or even the ones, kept in China having problems. So I think they're pretty up to spec.
Yep. Let's see. Lex said on the FSD topic, what does Tesla insurance algorithm look at? Sounds like they'll be using that to pick who gets beta. To be honest, I don't know. Maybe like hard brakes, hard accelerations, speeds excess of 90. That would be my guess, but again, I'm not entirely sure. Hopefully they don't look at any of that. Let's see. Frank said, I think China-made cars are actually better quality than California-made ones. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, after having seen both, not very many people have actually seen both. I would probably agree with you there. Roger, welcome chat, said, I've been wearing my lightest shoes in preparation for the button. See, I refuse to bow down to that.
But why? What do you mean by lightest shoes? Just because?
As in, he's being very careful in driving.
Oh, okay. Oh,
not
instead of a
punching
heavy
it.
foot. Okay.
Yeah, not punching it or any of that.
Okay.
So, I mean, I will not bow. Yeah. Let's see.
That sounds like you when you're lying for the Wayne's World.
I know, exactly. That's what I was going for.
I will not bow.
Mace had said he was offered 1 free Powerwall 2, but already had 4, and something with my location made for the max. Originally, they wouldn't do anything for me, but I talked to the right person and got $6,500 off his solar roof.
That's
so
good
hopefully they
that.
can give you that other delta off, because you did have a contract before then, and then they raised it and you went with it. So hopefully you can get something back for that, because that is a lot of money.
He does have a nice system there.
It's a gorgeous system. I mean, I'm super jealous of that. I would love to have that. I need to come out to California and check it out.
One of these days.
Yeah. Let's see. Robert said, I bet you need FSD capability to get the beta. To what I have heard, yes, but you can either buy FSD or you can get the subscription. So that's one thing to think about. Michael said, I was at the Columbus Tesla Owners Club meeting today, and regional sales manager stated over a Zoom call that the button will be out TH. Okay.
This
I mean,
week? I
don't know what the TH was. But anyway, it's at this point, I'll believe it when I see it kind of thing. Let's see. Cash said, I'm a pretty mellow driver, so I'll ask for beta when it comes in December.
Yeah.
What were you saying, David?
Again, with the beta button, when we talked about it back in March, when they said they were first going to release it, we were saying, I don't think they should make it available for everyone. They should make it available to people who have a certain history or knowledge of Tesla. People who, yes, of course, we're at the list of having owned a lot and have driven a lot of miles in Tesla. I'm not saying that we should definitely be the first one in line, but I don't think you should give it to a guy that just picked up his Tesla 5 minutes ago and hasn't even driven off the lot yet. Giving him full self-driving beta button, probably not the best idea, because most people just click yes, I accept, and then, don't pay any attention to the actual rules.
Yeah. Brendan said, yeah, I'm sure the rules about live streaming will stay the same, though, so be careful. I'm not going to live stream driving on FSD beta. It'll just be a live stream release party.
Of the button.
Yes. It would be a release party live stream. Definitely not live stream of the
I was going to say, we could even just set up the camera and just...
at the screen.
Yeah, we could sleep. Just sleep in the car and just set an alarm and check every once in a while.
That'd be really funny.
Might as well do that, even if we're not awake.
It seems like a lot of people are in for the live stream on Friday, so maybe we'll end up doing that. I don't know.
Yeah, go to bed early on Friday and set the alarm to wake up. Yeah.
Mando with the $5 super chat, really appreciate that. Said, I sent you a tweet recently. See details of the new EV credit proposed details. Hybrid can get 9,000 and Tesla only 8,000.
That's crazy.
Unfair.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the whole proposed thing. I have major issues with that. It almost seems they're trying to screw Tesla.
Yeah.
When Tesla is the reason EVs are as prevalent as they are. Yeah. I don't think any of these auto manufacturers would take EVs seriously if they didn't see Tesla doing so well.
And a hybrid, that doesn't make any sense to give them a larger tax credit for a smaller battery that still uses gas.
Exactly.
That makes no sense. If the goal is to transition to renewable energy and renewable transportation, it makes no sense to give a larger credit.
The only way it makes sense is because the gas industry is paying a bunch of people, and they need something, so this is their middle ground.
And the other manufacturers are paying their lobbyists who are talking to the congressmen and stuff like that. But it doesn't make any sense. If you really want to solve the problem, you have to have better incentives for the better cars, better batteries.
Yeah. Thank you for the super chat, Mando. I can't remember your name off the top of my head, and I have so many Twitter messages. Do you mind just dropping that in chat so it'd make my life a little easier? Or just send me a new message so it bumps it to the top. Let me see. Next up, Don said maybe you wouldn't get kicked out of beta if there's a track mode feature, which that should be coming in like 2 weeks, but I've already been to the track.
For the Plad,
In the Plad, so I think my top speed was like 160. So they would see that. Tom is in for a late night live stream. Let's see. Hockey Dave said no call from POTUS, disappointed. Yeah, Tesla's been kind of like thrown wayside lately. Tesla for not having unions and SpaceX for doing what they're doing. It seems like Elon Musk has been thrown to the wayside. We'll say that. Let's see. 1 million look at the SpaceX website. It's
for
like
the
buying a
price.
plane
Wow.
ticket. Really? Oh.
Wow.
Let me go get my credit card real quick. Oh,
Maybe we should.
I left the camera on you. Lol, sorry,
oh,
guys.
Great, I'm reading. Maybe we should do a GoFundMe. No.
Go fund me to send Eric to space. Send Eric to space.
No,
Only $1
I
million.
don't yeah, that's too much money. We can't do that.
No, I could never. But
No,
I'm curious to see that.
Now,
That's
SpaceX would let you convert your referral miles into
funny. Now we're talking.
into SpaceX miles. That would be nice.
Human space flight. Let me share this with you guys. Where's buy now?
Book your trip.
For inquiries about private passenger program, contact. I don't see like.
Yeah. But it's so cheapy, I guess, compared to what NASA has been paying. See, Black House Bruce says NASA's paying
Earth orbit.
55 million per seat. So that's quite the bargain for SpaceX.
Vehicle, transport. Where's like the buy it now? Am I missing something? I feel like I'm missing something. Anyway, I'll play around with it.
Oh, somebody.
Someone said NASA pays $55 million a seat. Damn.
Yeah. Who's D. Michael Echelon Sky saying that we're inhospitable? What? Are they?
Oh, he's the local. I don't know if he sent us any messages, but if you have, so I haven't really looked at messages this week. We had a very busy week, a super busy weekend, and I do tend to get like.
Is he the guy that does the
hundreds?
The Uber or?
No, I don't think so. I think he was
Okay.
on last chat, but I end up getting like hundreds of like messages on Twitter and Instagram a week, so it can be a little hard to sort through them all. Apologies. Let's see. I'm almost down here. We're still like 18 minutes behind. We're working on it. I'm trying to see. Black House said they have a vacuum toilet and a privacy curtain.
Yeah, but still,
So-
hopefully they got like a noise, muffler or something like that.
Everyone put in earbuds.
Yeah. Noise cancellation. Yeah, active noise cancellation. That's what they need.
That's what they need. Yeah.
Just like what we need in the Plad Model S.
Let's see. Thank you everyone for wishing David a happy birthday.
Yes, thank you very much. That's a lot.
He will review those later. It's pretty much everyone in chat.
Yeah, I saw that.
So there's
Thank
a
you
lot
very
of
much.
happy birthdays. Let's see. I'm still scrolling through the happy birthdays, so if you find something more towards the end, definitely go for it.
But also though,
Yeah.
also on the road trip, I was going to mention when we were driving back.
Oh yeah, that.
We saw an accident, and basically we were heading westbound on I-70, and eastbound there was a motorcyclist who just like wiped out. He was behind a couple cars. He didn't get hit or anything, but he just wiped out and his motorcycle and he himself were tumbling down the highway, and we saw it, and we pulled over immediately. A lot of other people on our side did, and then of course traffic was totally backed up on eastbound I-70. Called 911. They were there within about 10 minutes, but fortunately there were a lot of emergency medical personnel right there, and a limited number of cars just right around us. They all pulled over and helped the guy out, but we provided the Dashcam footage directly to the Highway Patrol in Kansas there, because they wanted to know, since the cars that were in front of the motorcyclist, nobody stopped, and so they wanted to know if somebody had hit him and just took off, and they didn't have that answer. We saw it. We were right there, the closest car probably possible to see it, and so we mentioned that, but we also provided the footage. So I was glad that the dash cam there on Tesla was able to come in handy once again.
Yeah, hopefully, I haven't heard anything about the guy, but he could like feel his fingers and everything, but he was bleeding pretty bad. His helmet popped off. when he crashed, so he had it on originally, but not after or during. But hopefully everything's okay with the guy. It was really sad.
And I was impressed. So the ambulance did get there within about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And we were out in the middle of nowhere, so that's good. That's about as fast as you could have gotten there, I think.
Definitely. Let's see. Mando X Games said my Model Y order is blank as well. Yikes.
no.
Hopefully they're just going through the system and updating us.
Yep.
And then let's see. Abstract Ocean said Long Range X just got pushed to January. Yikes.
Oh, for new orders?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, theirs because they have a long range.
Okay,
on
so
order.
they ordered theirs probably like what, a month after, like January, February, or something like that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So next January, so about 1 year.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Let's see. Someone said got my Model 3 long range in 5 weeks. Not too bad. That's actually not bad at all for a long range. I think like new ones are like. What is a new one? I think they're like February.
I don't know.
It's crazy how
For
far
long
back
range,
they've
yeah.
been.
But I
pushed.
know a lot of people are saying, for their other orders, yeah, it's saying, several months out. But, a lot of people, especially in California, are getting those calls like, okay,
Exactly.
Because it's closer to the end of the quarter. They only have about 10 or 11 days left. So a lot of people who are closer to California are now getting calls saying, okay, we've found a car for you. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, that means that people like further away in Florida and New England are getting the
so-
call saying their cars have been delayed.
Currently, long range does say December.
Yeah.
It's the standard range plus that's pushed out to March now.
Yeah.
Diego says public announcement. I might have to miss my first live stream next week. Take away the mod power.
Oh,
no, I'm just
no.
kidding, Diego. He said getting married, but we'll try anyways. No, enjoy getting married. Like have a good weekend. I don't need to get in between you two.
But yeah, congrats.
By all
We've heard
means,
him,
yeah,
We've heard him
super
mention his
congrats.
girlfriend many times in the past, so congratulations.
Yes, congrats, Diego. Roger said that isn't a good enough excuse.
Yeah, I was gonna say, couldn't you just they could have the ceremony right there in his Tesla?
Actually, maybe it should be live streamed so that we can join in on that one.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. I thought okay, yeah, that's an idea. He should do the live stream next week.
Yeah. Congrats, Diego.
Or he
that's
can
amazing.
invite us and we could do the live stream from his ceremony.
That would be funny. That would be super funny.
With him in the background instead of the Supercharger.
That'd be hilarious, actually. Let's see. A little bit of this and that said, what's up, guys? Still waiting on my long range Model S delivery date. Waiting on FSD beta this Friday, and whatever happened to the Plad that supposedly caught fire.
Yeah.
What Plaid supposedly caught
That
fire?
was up in Philadelphia or someplace like that. And
Oh.
I remember we thought it sounded like insurance fraud. And then,
Sounded like insurance
and then
fraud.
I think they came out like a couple weeks or months later and said, it looks. I think that's the one where they said, yeah, it looks like it was insurance fraud.
Wouldn't surprise me. Yikes. John, thanks for the $5 super chat. Really appreciate that. Said there's Plaids up on eBay already. Look up the price. I saw a Plaid racing a motorcycle on the track and beat him. Yeah, so they beat some really good motorcycles. I've seen them on eBay. I've seen some for upwards of like 200 grand, which is absolutely nuts. But yeah, I don't think I would ever spend that kind of money on a Plaid. They're nice, but I don't think it's like 200 grand nice.
Yeah.
But thank you for the $5 super chat. Really appreciate that. Again, I'm like 15 minutes behind now, so we're getting closer to getting caught up.
But can you say like the minutes instead of the 15?
Oh, I'm at 6:30 for super chat or for chats. Let's see. John said in San Diego Gas and Electric is trying to take away our net metering solar after
Yikes.
signing a lifetime
Oh, no.
contract. They're trying to
Yeah.
weasel out of it. Sounds like a lawsuit waiting to happen.
That's not good.
Yeah, that I would
We
definitely fight that.
definitely appreciate ours because it helps
Yeah.
us, helps pay for our system. I mean, it pays that break-even point come back. I saw a pair was on there, in Anderson, in Sweden, was saying that his system's almost paid off as well. So he was telling us, I think he made, I don't see it right now, but he made like 41 megawatt hours or something.
Oh, wow.
Over the lifetime, and I think
Is that Pierre in Sweden or Pierre up in Pacific
Pear.
Northwest?
Oh wait, I'm thinking of the wrong person because that's Anders is the one that's in.
Yeah.
I'm getting people confused, but it's a regular.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. When we get back to the chat, I saw it in there. We'll get back to it.
We'll get to it. Speed Limit Review said to go study for my nursing exam. Catch you guys later. Congrats on and better ace it. Or expecting all hundreds here. Let's see. Aaron was Benny player 1, but changed my profile pic and username. Sweet. Let's see. Trying to see.
Yeah, the chat kind of jumps around every once in a while.
It does.
I'll be
It kind of like
scrolling,
it jumps.
and then I
every
lose my
minute.
place, and then I got to scroll back up and find it. The guy that's D. Michael Echelon Sky says he has a homemade fuel cell at your house. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's sweet. That's kind of cool. Make me super nervous to do it myself, but I know nothing about that. But I would trust probably something you built.
Yeah.
Chris Tech said, apologize for not joining many of your live streams. It's fine. People got their lives. Past couple weekends have been busy for me. Even today, busy for me. So I have to leave in a few. And happy birthday, David.
Oh, thanks again, everyone.
A bunch of people are thinking that the gentleman that said TH for when the button's going to come out was for Thursday.
Maybe Thursday. Oh,
So,
yeah. What if it comes out Thursday?
If it comes out Thursday, I might be sick on Friday for work. I might not be able to go in. I'm going to have a fever. No, I'm just kidding. Kidding in case they think that. I would do that. Brendan said, did you see the video of the Model 3 being stopped with the drunk driver? I'm surprised that media is praising Tesla, saying it could have saved lives had he been in control.
I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen that.
We'll have to look that up. I know I've seen other ones in the past where like the guy was like passed out, like asleep, but I haven't seen it if it's a new one with a drunk driver.
Yeah. Mando X Games, thanks so much for the $5 super chat. Really appreciate that. Said, any news on you guys going to Gigafest in Germany in early next month? Also, 3 SR Plus people are likely getting LFP batteries instead of NMC. Wow, did we have to go through 3 guns to find out that
I need to
work?
refill the other 2.
Need to refill. Okay. So we talked about that in Germany, but travel is kind of stopped back up again.
It's like for essential purposes, and
exactly.
I don't know if they would consider a one-day trip to the Gigafactory an essential, not purchase, but essential travel.
I mean, I think it's essential.
Yeah.
But they might disagree. So I don't think we're gonna go at this point.
And we would like to stay for longer than a day too.
Yeah.
But it's you know, we don't want to like plan it and then find out, oh sorry, cancel, you can't travel.
Exactly. So I don't think we're gonna make it this time, but Gigafactory in Germany is definitely on our list. We've been to the one in Sparks, Nevada. We've been to Shanghai. It only makes sense if we hit up Giga Berlin next.
Yep.
So
in Texas too.
well,
Texas would be a little easier because we could
Texas
actually
too.
drive to that one.
Yep. So hopefully soon. But thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Really do appreciate that. Let's see. Speaking of Mando X Games out, next comment 637 was Elon's tweet: beta button will request permission to access driving behavior using Tesla insurance calculator. If driving behavior is good for 7 days, beta access will be granted.
So yeah, I heard, that's why I mentioned to you earlier about the 7 days.
I missed
thing.
that tweet.
That's why I mentioned.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was asking you about that. And you didn't know what I was talking about, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's why I was like, well, when does the 7 days start? Because we drove pretty well yesterday. I mean,
I think we did really well yesterday.
And we made it all the way. We drove the entire first stretch of the trip, 249 miles without stopping. So we charged in Colby, Kansas, and charged up there. We did stop a couple times on the way back though, just because we were trying to find that supercharger on a pallet that we had seen headed westbound, and so we wanted to make sure to check all the superchargers along the way, and we didn't find it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But also, unfortunately, one of the places we stopped to get and supercharge, they were closed, so we had to go through drive-through, I guess, for dining or eating, and so we ended up just not charging there as long as we could have, or would have if had we been eating there in the car.
Yeah, it would have been nice if they were open, but oh well.
We still managed to get food.
Yep. Okay, let's see. Mando gave me his handle, so I will check it out. Love it. Let's see. Abstract Ocean said, think of the content opportunities with a trip to space. I know, now I just need to figure out $1 million. But the content opportunities, I agree, are very great.
Oh yeah, think of that live. Yeah.
I'll call the accountant and just be like, I have an idea, hear me out, and he's gonna say no. Yeah. Let's see. Biker Bug said, current administration is not serious about making EVs a priority. If they were serious, they would hold up Tesla as the innovative company they are. They're more concerned, it seems, with what was the word I'm thinking of? Unions. Thank you.
Yeah, it's weird because like I say, if they are concerned, about climate change and all that stuff,
they would be there for everybody, not just the unions.
And you would try to encourage more electric, less gas. And it doesn't matter if they're made by a union or not. It's fine to give union people a tax credit, union-built cars, but they should do them for non-union-built cars as well.
Speaking of, Biker Bug said, union shops are not the problem. are the problem, not the solution. Should not support them with extra monies. So I'll say this. If you're pro-union or not, that's really up to you. Personally, I would not work at a company that had one because I wouldn't want to have to pay the dues. I hear they're expensive.
Yeah.
I
also,
like my money.
Also, too, I think that if the work was that bad that you have to have a union,
Why would you want to work there?
Why do you want to work there? I want to
Yeah.
work a place where
They
it's
treat
just-
you good anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
Facts.
That'd be my opinion.
Amy, thank you so much for the $2. Really appreciate that. You should have just sent me a message,
Amy.
but I appreciate it.
Oh, she got to do
said
it.
puppy cam.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, there you go. And it landed right in between them.
Aw.
Luckily, yeah,
They're sleeping.
they're all, that's what they do all the time, every video.
Oh. Yeah, you guys only see them sleeping. It's kind of like I do have some funny videos of them when they go crazy. I need to edit them and put them on TikTok. It's
Yeah,
really
Layden gets the zoomies a lot, and she just runs around like that.
The Ways of Life said, my partner was wondering if the Inspiration4 crew got to keep their space suits. I believe the suits cost $500K
Oh, wow.
each. Maybe that's, so it's $1 million to get on, but $500K of that is for your suit.
Yeah,
I would
or-
hope they do
or-
because they have to be custom tailored to that person.
Yeah. Or,
So I would hope, like, it only makes sense if you get to keep them.
or what if it's a 1.5 million, but you get 500,000 credit back when you return your spacesuit?
Oh, maybe. That's
Mm-hmm.
funny.
I wouldn't be surprised though. They might put them in a museum or something like that, with it being the first.
Oh,
Like, you know.
I can see that too. Yeah. Let's see here. Kevin said your video better be featured on Wham Bam Tesla Cam. I don't know. Maybe we'll.
Well, you talked about
send
sending
to him.
it, yeah.
I sent it to the police or the highway patrol guy,
Yeah.
and he got it.
It's not.
So
And again, you know, it's not as good as what we get from our Blackview cameras, but we don't have a Blackview installed in the Plad S. We have it still in the S100D because that's got like 4K out the front camera and 1080p out the back. So that would have been, I think, more detailed video. You know.
yeah.
But, oh well, it is what it is. But it was still better. It was still good to have, and it allowed us to instantly show that to them and show that yes, there was no cars. You know, he didn't crash into a car. He was not
car didn't crash
cut off
into
or anything
him.
like that. He just
Yeah.
wiped out.
Amy said, ask Roger about giving footage to Leo's from motorcycle accident. Locals would jelly the quality. Roger, if you're here, you were here earlier. If you want, message me that
Leo's
story.
law enforcement officer, I believe.
Well, yeah.
Not
I'd
like-
be curious to
Not Leonardo
hear.
DiCaprio.
Oh,
that was my first
that would
thought.
be cool.
So,
Message me that story. I kind of want to hear that. Anyway, John said, what happens if you say, squirrel, squirrel?
There you go. Oh,
There you go.
oh.
I
What
feel
is
so
that?
bad.
They're looking like a squirrel, or they like bunnies a lot. The bunny, and
Bunny?
deer, and deer. Yeah,
And deer?
We have a lot of bunnies
What's
in our
over here?
neighborhood. Oh yeah, see,
Oh,
there they go.
okay.
And they're gonna go find the bunnies. So
Well, thank you for the $2 super chat. The dogs are getting some
yeah,
exercise outside
often,
now.
we have an apple tree out in their backyard, and
Yeah.
often there's a rabbit just hanging out, eating grass and stuff underneath the apple tree. And the dogs look downstairs and they see it, and they try to sneak down the stairs. But as soon as they get to the bottom of the stairs, they tear and run as fast as they can out the dog door. But they don't usually catch them. We'll say.
No, not normally.
One time, okay, we'll have to say one time.
No, don't
Okay,
don't bring
never mind.
that story
most
up.
Of the time,
That's a sad
most
story.
of the time, the bunnies are safe.
Sad story. Biker Bug said, got our Model 3 performance in one day. One arrived
Wow.
to the lot on the 10th, and I bought it on the 11th. That's sweet. That's a really good timing. Charlie said, my Plad date is now October 19th to November 8th.
That's the same date range as us for the
our long
range.
range.
Yeah.
Was December, then November, now the October date. Hopefully I'll get a VIN soon. Yeah, fingers crossed. Would be exciting. Are you in Colorado though, Charlie? Because that is the exact same date range we have.
Yeah.
May said, my Plad is estimated for this week. With the
rare
rare
white,
white seat
yes,
option.
nice.
California delivery though. I told David when I was
Yeah, I heard
messaging
about
you
that.
earlier about that, and
Yeah.
yes, we are both very jealous.
We're still jealous of that because that's the one complaint I think I have about our current Plaid. It's just that it had the black interior. We had ordered the white originally, but we just got tired of waiting, so we took
It
the
does
black.
have that carbon fiber though.
It does look
which we
nice,
talked
yes.
about a lot on the road trip. We really like that carbon
Yes,
fiber.
I just wish we could get that directly from Tesla with the carbon fiber, like we've done, because this will be the first S out of all the ones we've bought that will not have carbon fiber directly from the factory.
Will it? Oh yeah. Wow.
Because we had the S90D, another
Yeah.
S90D, S100D, S75,
Yeah.
S75D, a Model S Plaid, and now here number
Yeah.
6 gonna be the S long range.
We'll
No
fix
carbon
that
fiber.
soon. I promise you.
Yeah.
Diego said, getting a yoke for the Model Y this week. Have you noticed it's getting easier on the S? Yes, I have noticed the S is much easier. Still, there's a few times that I'm just like, oh, can't grab that. But overall, I really do like it. Make sure you message me, Diego, where you're getting it from, because I'm curious.
Yeah. But again, on a road trip, it was nice, and the sound, it was nice and quiet on that trip. We still need to do a comparison, I guess, to the S100D, especially before we sell the S100D. But it'll be nice to compare it now, and also once they do turn on the noise cancellation. But even without it, it was pretty quiet. Like I could, like when Eric was standing out there by where everyone was helping the motorcyclists, I never.
You didn't even hear the ambulance.
I didn't hear the ambulance arrive. I was sending Eric messages like, "Where's the ambulance? Where's the ambulance?" And then I looked back, I was like, "Oh, they're there." And I said, "Well, they didn't use their sirens." He said, "Yeah, they did." And so it was that quiet that I couldn't hear it.
Yeah, they also came from like behind
the other
us,
direction,
and they didn't really come close to the Plaid, but still.
Yeah,
I guess
was
we do have
surprised
to
that
be
I
careful.
didn't hear it. And I mean, I even cracked the window, lowered the window slightly, just to try to hear it, and I never heard it. So that's pretty good.
As long as they can somehow make sure that people can hear it when it's
you
there.
need to, yes.
Because that could be a concern.
Think if they'd come from the other direction, and then I would have heard it. But since they came like you said, they turned it off before they went past me.
Jonathan said, just bought a 2018 used Model 3 and looking for 3D Max Piner trunk, cargo liner, and frunk liner, but can't find them. Any suggestions of where I may find it? I don't know who sells the 3D anymore, but we've done a lot with Tasmanian. And I know they sell them, so you could check Tasmanian's website and see kind of like how theirs are. Now, the Max Piters we used, and they were great too, but I did have a problem and noticed from the buyer who bought them from me is just like cleaning them wasn't super easy because they tend to have a lot of like grooves in them that stuff got caught in. So one thing to keep in mind, but I don't know, I'm sure some places have them. I'm just not familiar with who does anymore. Let's see. Frank said LFP batteries are great in that you can charge to 100% every day without damage concerns. Exactly. They just weigh a little bit more, so they can't quite fit as many in there. But overall, it seems like they do have a lot of beneficial features because you don't have to worry about it. Especially on an SR Plus, you can charge to that 100%, so you can get that full range. Just not worry about it.
I think it's causing some confusion though online because I saw a lot of people were saying, "Oh, I got the update. Now it says I can charge to 100%, no problem." And unfortunately, some people have those batteries, some people don't. So you still need to look in their app or in the car.
True.
And it will still have the lines if you have the older batteries that aren't LFP, and they still have their benefits. Each one of them, LFP are cheaper and you can charge to 100%, but like you said, they're bulkier and they don't have the performance as the batteries that are used like in the Plad.
Yep. Connor said, should I keep my late 2019 Model 3 or upgrade to a 2021 Model Y due in November while I wait for Cybertruck? To be honest, Cybertruck, I wouldn't count on it for a while. So if you're wanting something to keep you busy for at least a year or two, I would probably just get a Model Y. Model Y is great. I think you'll really like it, especially coming from a Model 3. It'll feel very familiar, but be much easier to get in and out of. Different war ride, much more space with the hatchback. I think you'll like it. Roger said, I was driving like a good boy all day today, but then there was a Porsche Macan and a bunch of roundabouts. I feel that. I feel that. Michael said, you eat in your car? Oh, yeah. I'm not afraid to eat in my car, to be honest. Now, I'm afraid when other people eat in my car because I don't... Like, when I eat in my car, I'm very, very careful. Same with drinks. I am nervous with other people eating and drinking in my car. But yeah, I mean, I live a very busy lifestyle. If I didn't eat in my car, I would never eat.
But also when you're stopped at a Supercharger and stuff like that, sometimes that's the only place you can eat. So
the great thing though with Tesla is I did this actually on the first road trip I ever took out to Gigafactory. I moved the trunk bottom shelf thing, or bottom, what do you call that? Like the thing that sits there so that you can get into the bottom part. I moved that, put the folding thing down and sat on the edge
I haven't seen
with the
people do
trunk
that.
open, eating my lunch like that. It actually worked like a great table.
I've seen people, there was a guy that did a road trip from California out to Boulder recently, and he brought along a picnic table and chairs and all that stuff. And remember my old CRV had a picnic table as the back cargo cover. It was a picnic table. You could just pull it out and pop it up. It'd be, I don't think Tesla's going to do that, but that's an aftermarket opportunity. Maybe
there actually already is one.
Oh, there is.
And they have reached out to us.
Oh, okay.
And maybe coming soon.
We did have a picnic table several years back that was like a picnic table with...
It was like a pop-out one that looked like a briefcase.
And it fit in there. and
Yeah.
it was cozy or whatever. But yeah, that's something else we've used in the past.
We
too.
broke that though.
Yeah.
So you gotta
It
be
had-
careful
the
with
little
those.
umbrella wasn't the great, but it had a little
No.
umbrella.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. Min said, how do you feel about Cybertruck having hardware 4 but refresh S and X only hardware 3? Do you recommend waiting for hardware 4 in the 4680s for S and X? So I'm not too worried about the hardware because, to be honest, it's probably just going to be a little bit faster. I still feel comfortable with what I have now. Is Cybertruck having hardware 4? Cybertruck's not coming out till next year. Late next year. So I'm not really... What did they say? Early next year? I can't remember what it says. Let me look.
I don't think. It's early
Anywho,
next
I
year.
honestly am not expecting any
'Cause that
Cybertrucks.
would be like 3 months. It's not coming out early next year.
Yeah, I'm not expecting any Cybertrucks till late next year. So, let me see. It says production nears in 2022 online.
Yeah, but the recent
So-
tweets are like it's delayed a year.
Exactly. And same thing with the 4680s. I'm not counting on those for a year plus. So, I would say if you're happy with the range and the price and then what you get with Model S and X now, by all means get it. If you're not, wait.
Yeah, we were.
But
really,
to me, it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
we were really wanting the Plad to have those 4680 cells, but then because we placed that order back then, September of
Yeah, the
last
Plad
year,
Plus.
because it was going to have that 500 plus mile range, and we were really looking forward to that. And then we're like, okay, we can get by with the long range, but it's like, yeah, we could definitely use 500 miles if they offered it. So definitely, but we're not going to delay our purchase for a year. But
Exactly.
yeah, if you don't need it, go ahead and wait.
Yeah, if you can, and that's really what you really want, by all means, waiting is the best.
And the nice thing though is they really have expanded the Supercharger
Yep.
network a lot since we first bought into Tesla 5 years ago. Before, when Eric first drove to the Gigafactory, that was the first big road trip. He was still able to do that 5 years ago. And since then, they've added so many Superchargers along that route, so it just makes it that much easier. There's so many choices that you don't have to worry. So you don't really need a longer range if you're on the interstate. If you want to get off the interstate, it definitely helps. And we've done trips like north and south, from like South Dakota down to central Nebraska. We needed to charge to 100% to get off the Supercharger network and get where we needed to go. But definitely appreciate the longer range batteries.
Yep. Mando said, let's get David on Inspiration4.
Oh, yeah.
I want to go too, though. Aw.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll be on 6 so that we're not on the same one.
Yeah. Well, somebody's got to watch the dogs.
Somebody's got to watch the dogs. Dog cam.
Oh, yeah. They would be upset.
They came back from when we yelled the S
Now they're all
word.
worn out, yeah.
Yeah. Brendan said, I'm not wearing somebody else's space suit.
Yeah, I think
you
they
know
have new
what?
suits,
That's
yeah.
a good point.
But yeah, I guess they can't really use them, so maybe they do get them.
Well, so Michael, right after that, commented, perfect timing, said, when I watched the interviews afterwards and the young girl stated she would like to keep the suit but was required to turn it back into SpaceX. So I wonder if they're just like going to museum them.
They probably-
because
yeah.
they're like custom tailored.
Or they use some of that spray like at the
bowling alley and spray it.
Spray it in there.
They're slowly building their stock of different sizes.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be a requirement. You have to fit into this spacesuit to fly.
Yeah.
That's funny. Amy said, the weekend we brought Yolanda home, we witnessed an accident, stopped and helped, gave the officers the footage. He sent you the video.
Okay.
Sweet. Got it. I will definitely check it out when we're done. Let's see.
Robert says he wished they'd bring back the silver color. Yeah, we saw a silver
Agreed.
Model 3 in Goodland, Kansas, and it's quite rare. Unless we go over to my mom's house, she's got a silver Model 3. But yeah, they haven't built those since like I think the end of 2018. So they're pretty rare. And a lot of people that are like new to Tesla they're like, wow, where'd you get that? It's like, well, that was a standard color up through 2017. And my first Model S from 2016 was silver too. So it'd be nice if they brought the colors because they haven't done anything like the last 3 years.
No. A lot of people think the silvers are actually all wraps.
Yeah.
But seeing a silver X, that does look really sleek. Not
Yeah,
gonna
and our
lie.
friend Mac down in Colorado Springs had
Yep.
a silver one. It looked really nice.
Yep.
And we had a silver S, so yeah, definitely a nice car.
Maybe we'll eventually have a silver car back in the garage. You never know.
Yes. Did you want to mention that
No.
other thing? Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
No mentioning of anything. Nothing to
Are
see
we going to
here,
tell them what we're
folks.
doing tomorrow?
No.
Okay.
No. We're doing something special for David's birthday. It should be a vlog coming.
It's not like special, like woohoo, fun, blah, blah, blah.
I mean-
But it's something different, yeah. And it'll
To be
interesting.
honest, though, to be fair, I did ask David if he was okay doing this on his birthday because that's the only day.
Yeah, I think it's neat. I think we
Okay.
need to do. It's just like it's not like we're going on a 7-day Mediterranean cruise or anything like that. So
Well, true. I'll give you that.
we're just going someplace up in like Thornton.
Well, sure. You didn't hear anything. Anywho, it'll be a vlog coming soon. Charlie said my Plaid for October delivery day is black with white seats and carbon fiber. I'm on the East Coast, New Jersey. I saw a Plaid for the first time driving around my area. So my Plaid, oh, okay, yeah, I think it's an S. So yeah, that'll be sweet. Definitely, if anyone's taking delivery, make sure you tweet photos and tag us on Twitter. Should be linked down below, and that way we can see them because I love seeing delivery cars, and I'm super excited.
I still don't think I've seen a Plaid like out on the road. You know, maybe
Oh, okay.
we're at the service center.
I think I've seen like one, maybe two.
They're pretty rare still around here, and like we went on the road trip yesterday. We didn't see any S's at all yesterday. From that 500 miles, I think the most we saw was Model Y, and followed by Model 3, and then we saw one Model X.
Yeah.
So it was pretty rare that, you know, often in Colorado we'll see a lot of Model X's, but again,
Haven't lately.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're probably up in the mountains.
Yep. Mando said David should install an OEM yoke for the old Model S he has. That way it would help him get ready before he gets the refresh long range.
You have one in,
The OEM yoke?
yeah,
No.
That was in the Y.
That was in the Y.
Yeah.
But the way the buttons are and everything, it really wouldn't carry over super well.
That's true, yeah, it's totally different.
Oh, we lost your mic.
Oh
Battery swap, timeout, intermission.
no. Oh no.
It's the battery
I was pretending to yell at you, but I could just move up there. We could...
battery drawer.
Okay, I have a light.
Okay, timeout.
But this is fully charged. Okay,
It's still there. We go.
So, okay.
Fully charged too. There
Thank
we go.
you, Roger, for the message. Sorry for the loss of David Chat.
Especially right in the middle of a story.
We are back now.
And I was
Yeah.
just pretending to yell at him when I was making those gestures. So.
David yells at Eric on live stream.
Mm.
Let's see. But anyway, David doesn't really even drive his old Model S, really.
Not
Because he's
currently,
been
not
working
much.
from home and Scott's been driving it. I've been getting a lot of people messaging me saying, oh, saw the Model S with the T on it
Oh,
driving
yeah.
around. And it's like, no, that's just Scott, not
Yeah,
me.
and I remember like Greg, our friend Greg,
yeah.
said, "Oh yeah, I saw him at McDonald's or something." And I honked and waved and didn't reply, and he thought it was me, and I was like, "Oh no, that must have been Scott because I didn't go to McDonald's and I didn't even drive my car that day." So
Yeah, it was kind
yeah.
of funny. But yeah, David will experience it soon. Biker Bug said Cybertruck 2023 at the earliest. I have 2 on order from my pest control company. Oof. That'd be a cool car for a pest control company. That'd be pretty sweet. Let's see. Tato Web said picking up my Model Y Performance in October or wait for a 2022. It's up to you, kind of.
Yeah, because we don't know right now. Chances are there won't be any huge changes, but Tesla's always upgrading things, so there could be slight changes, but we don't know yet. So
Yeah.
yeah, can't say.
Good
for certain.
call.
I mean, but you only have 10 more days, so it's like you gotta decide, I guess, now. But they probably won't change. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see. In the past 2 years, they have changed the model year, at like starting with the October production. But again, not necessarily huge changes. And sometimes they actually take stuff away. We saw with the Model 3, they actually made a lot of changes and they removed a lot of things one year. So you never know. They might do the same thing with Y.
I just scrolled down and everyone was like, David's mic, David's mic, David's mic. That's so funny. God,
I think I got a message. Yeah, like Scott. Yeah, Scott sent me a message.
Roger texted me. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's funny. Sorry, guys. I mean, we're live. That's what's going to happen, unfortunately. Anyway, some Tesla guy said putting some 20s on and all seasons on my Model Y Performance this week. Looking to sell my Uber turbines. Wheels are mint. Tires have about 1,000 miles on them. Thoughts on a good selling price? To be honest, I would maybe check Tesla Motor Club forum or eBay. I'm not sure on those. Now, with my recent issue on my Plad, I ruined 2 rims because I hit a rock like the size of my fist. I was looking for rims and everything, and the only set I could find was $5,500, and I think that was just for the rims. But I was able to get some from the else. A whole video on that story coming soon, but
I think there was a set that was like 3,000, but then
just for the rims.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then another guy had the same set for 3,000, but didn't want to ship them, and so
Yeah.
yeah, it just didn't work out.
Though it's kind of like a supply and demand thing. I think Uber turbines.
Yep. Oops.
What's up?
Never mind. I got a
Oh,
spin there. For a
I
second.
think Uber turbines are still kind of rare, but maybe check out some of the forums and everything and see what they're going for. John said, watch the insurance be ridiculous on a Cybertruck. I would think it'd be pretty cheap though, because the body panels are gonna be pretty like rugged, like hard to damage. But I guess we'll kind of see. Hopefully it's not too expensive. Let's see. Oh, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming.
So that's why I just got my I got the.
Is something going on with our internet?
I don't think so.
Let
It's
me
probably
check
just
our internet.
YouTube.
Maybe tell Scott to not stream us right now. Sorry, I'm doing a speed test real quick to see what our
Well,
internet
that might
is.
mess it up.
Hopefully you guys are still okay. Let's see. Young Min said 4680 is the key for the wait for me. Yeah, I mean, if that's by all means, wait for the car until you can make sure you get it exactly what you want.
Make sure they announce it, and then if that's what you're waiting for, make sure you don't just say, "Oh, it's gonna be here in 2 months," and then be disappointed to find out. Well, make sure they announce it first.
True, very true. Let's see. Mando said, "Can Abstract Ocean develop a rear headlight mod for your Plad S like you installed on previous vid for your current Model Y? Would be a pretty cool idea." So there is a company that makes modded headlights and taillights, and I can't say anything else at this time. No comment. Maybe coming soon. Maybe. Let's see. They're not cheap though. That's the only downside.
It's limited. I think a limited number of people.
I think like a full set of headlights, taillights is probably going to be like $5-6 grand.
Yeah. It's not something that you can sell in bulk or sell to a lot of different people. Yeah.
Exactly. I think the whole reason behind like the Model Y taillights and stuff like that being at the price point they are was they are such a mass market car, whereas like the new S and X aren't. So it's more like building one-offs instead of mass making them. Let's see. I'm about 10 minutes behind on chats, by the way. I want to keep you guys updated, so in case someone's wondering why I haven't answered your question yet, that might be why. Lex said, always something better coming out. If something is out now that you like, then go for it. I couldn't agree more. It's really, if what's out now works for you and you're happy with it, with the range, with the batteries, with the whole car, everything, go for it. Otherwise, wait for what you want.
And we've said it multiple times in the past. There's the best day to own a Tesla and the worst day to own a Tesla, and they happen to be the same day because you're all excited. It's the best day because you got your new Tesla, but it's also the worst day because from then on you're not getting any new hardware that comes from the factory that way. So that's just the way it is. But at least you don't have to wait a whole year.
Michael said planned antiquation is the rule in tech.
They just always roll out something new, just like with computers and.
I mean, just like cell phones.
Cell phones, exactly.
Literally, cell phones become obsolete. What, every 4-6 months? Something
they're not
like
really
that.
Obsolete, but there's something better.
Okay, not obsolete, but yeah, something better. So I mean, that's how the tech world works. Unfortunately, it's moving at such a fast pace. But I want Tesla to keep pushing the envelope and keep moving forward. Let's see. Gustavo asked if we could say hello.
Hello, Gustavo.
Hello, Gustavo. Some Tesla guy said, you'll know as soon as your VIN hits the vehicle, it'll show the model year, but it's
I think it's like
21.
the 10th digit I think will be an N.
Oh, okay.
I think it's currently an M for 2021, and then I think it changes to an N, so that shows that it'll be all 2022.
Yeah. Young Min said, want a matte black Cybertruck or Sierra Blue? Matte black would look good. I mean, technically we have two coming. We could maybe just put one on like Turo. Yeah,
and we've talked about that in the past, but we've been concerned about possible damage. But with the Cybertruck, if it is rugged as it, then it would be something that I would consider.
Yeah.
Especially if we keep the tri-motor one for ourselves and rent out the one with 2 motors.
Yep. I just got to all the comments of David Mikes being out.
Yeah, so that'll help us get caught up, or at least scroll past a bunch of the chat.
Yep. The Service Center has a silver Model 3 they use as a loaner. Pretty cool. That's awesome.
Oh, well, yeah.
That's kind of like a good
rare.
throwback. Let's see. Tax credit in 2022. Hopefully. That'd be nice.
Yeah, we were hoping that they'd get something earlier in 2021, so it's,
But it really depends what they put on the limits and everything, because we've talked about this privately. But the way it's written right now is like anything over $40,000 or $45,000.
I heard 40, then I heard 55, and then I heard like 77. So
hopefully that's like the base car price, because
changing.
otherwise it kicks out anything that most people would want.
Yeah.
Nobody really like.
And also, if it's only on cheap cars, that's
Yeah.
going to be cars that don't have good ranges. So then people are like, "Oh, I can't buy an EV because they still won't allow me to do my driving." And so it to me, it's not a good idea to put a limit on the price of the car like that, because if you can only get an EV that goes 100 miles, that's going to prove everybody's point. It's like you can't live with just an EV. You need something
Exactly.
with 200, 300 miles or more.
Yup.
Which is gonna-
Black House Brew said, "How often do you rotate your tires, and do you use Tesla mobile service? Price." So I don't rotate my tires. I just buy a new Tesla.
Yeah,
no,
we
I'm
just rotate our
kidding.
Teslas. Yeah. It's
It's kind of how it seems lately.
Yeah.
A lot of people on Twitter are making fun of me for that, but whatever. I don't really care. Is the live stream stuck? It says no data.
Oh yeah, it just stopped. Yep. So mine just stopped. Oh no. Oh wait, there's back. It's back now.
Okay.
But obviously we're having some network issues here.
Yeah.
Tonight. Might have to cut it short here soon. Then maybe another 15 minutes or something.
Yeah.
If we
Hopefully we're back. Thumbs up in chat if we're back. I don't know what's going on with our internet, but it wasn't happy with that. Our upload speed's still 40 megabits per second though. So I don't.
Dawn says no video issues here in downtown Denver.
Okay.
So-
Weird. Maybe
and-
it's a YouTube thing on
I
their
think
side
it
because I
could
keep
be-
getting the message.
Yeah.
So maybe okay.
Yeah, and
if-
Scott said it's working fine too. So I think, and it's working fine for us. So I think it's a YouTube issue.
Okay. We'll go on a little bit, but if we end it abruptly, that is why it just shut down. Anyway, for rotating tires, I oftentimes will just do it myself. Or there's a mobile service that will actually come to my house. It's not through Tesla, but you can certainly use Teslas. I think Tesla charges like $200 maybe to do it. I think you can schedule it through the app, and you could see like how much they charge you before like they come out and everything.
But another thing too, it's like I wouldn't pay $200 to get it done at Tesla. I would just, if you're
Yeah.
not gonna have them, I would go to like Discount Tire, American Tire, or something like that, because they will do it a lot cheaper. Or if you buy your tires from them, they will, you know.
Well, I have a company that comes out to the house and will
That's definitely more
install new
convenient,
tires,
yeah.
and I think it's only $125 for them to do everything. So just a tire rotate would be cheaper in my eyes.
That's a lot cheaper than Tesla's probably. We've never
Exactly.
had paid to Tesla to do it.
Yep. May said, looking for mud flaps for the Plaid. Even with PPF, those panels going to get hammered. Yes.
Yeah.
And so that is one thing I am also looking for. So I will
Haven't
keep you
gotten
updated.
any. I haven't
Mace.
seen any yet for the Plad.
I mean,
or the long range.
yes, correct. A lot of people are working on those right now. Let's see. Dan said insurance on. Oh, just skipped. Dan said insurance on Cybertruck might be high because of the liability aspect. It could cause some serious damage to other vehicles. That's a huge part of insurance costs. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. But those
Good
are-
to know, though.
People just need to get better cars there.
Yeah, everyone just needs to drive a Cybertruck.
Yeah.
Then it'll all be fine. Robert said might be a personal thing, but they just look ugly to me. The previous years he's
The
talking
Uber
about
turbines, I
the
think.
Uber turbines.
Yeah.
I mean, they're very aerodynamic though, which on an EV is something you want.
We never had them in winter, but it seems to
Yeah.
me that those would probably get full of snow and stuff, or dirt if you're going through. Hopefully, we wouldn't be driving through mud, but I just see snow sticking in there.
Yeah, true. Sydney EV is here. Said welcome from Sydney, Australia. Welcome.
Hello.
Tato Webb said, not too concerned about next year's features. I know it won't change a lot. My main concern is that it'll never be the same to resell a 2021 than a 2022. And see, if you're planning on keeping the car more than like 3 years, I really wouldn't worry about that. If you're planning on selling it within 3 years, potential concern.
But also, too, I think when you do try to sell your vehicle, if you sell it private, just point out nothing changed between September,
True.
2021 and October 21, and if you can point out the benefits or that it's the same, then I don't think you'd have a problem.
Yeah. Ryan said he's a Turo host for 4 years, just had his first accident, 7 different Teslas over that time. Wow.
Nice.
I'm just like also worried about like people just like treating the interior not very nice. I'm very picky kind of with that. Or like door dings, stuff like that.
What I'm concerned about isn't so much the accident, stuff like that, but the loss of income.
Oh, true.
If you start renting it out
Yeah.
and you're making $1,000, $2,000 a month, and then all of a sudden you have an accident, you're not able to get that income anymore. So
True.
what happens there? Because you're probably not going to be able to collect on that, or are you? Let us know.
Yeah, I mean, there's a buddy that I have here in town. He has a Model 3 that he rents on Turo, but he has like 42 cars. That is
Wow.
his business.
Wow.
I should ask him some questions. Diego said he sent over some pictures of the yoke. I will check them as soon as live stream is over. Let's see. Costco tire rotation is $25. That's actually pretty good. I'd be tempted to go there. Just make sure they don't scratch your rims.
Or lift it improperly and
True.
damage the battery. That's what I'd be more worried about.
Yo. Okay, so we got a bunch of thumbs up, so we should be good.
Yep.
Does Tesla Paint Shop produce Fordite?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know. Did you mean Fortnite? Because I'm familiar with that. I'm not sure what Fortnite is. I'll have to research that. Let's see.
Yeah, and then Lex down said Discount Tires rotates them for free. So this is
Oh,
that's why I would
really?
never
Oh.
pay $200. You can go to Discount Tire.
Yeah.
Especially like we said too. When I bought my first Tesla, I had like a leak, and because there was a screw in it that we didn't know about, and I went to buy the tire certificates, which is like a tire guarantee from Discount Tire. They sold me those tire certificates or warranties without even going out to look at the car. They then pulled the car in, and they're like, "Oh yeah, this is unrepairable." They immediately ordered me a new tire.
Yeah.
And so it's like for paying $100, I was able to saving $300. And how it worked out though ended up that they had to took it into Tesla. They were actually able to repair it, but it was neat to see that Discount Tire was willing to replace the tire.
So with
since I
all
had
the
that.
business we've done with Discount Tire, because actually I've done a lot of business with them too. How are they not sponsored the channel?
I don't know. Well, maybe we should contact them.
I'm gonna send off some
definitely-
emails.
And it's definitely appreciate them because they do take attention to lift the car properly, like
Yes.
manually.
True, that is very nice. Real quick, I need you guys to see what's happening with the dogs.
Oh, yes.
How cute is this? Look at it. So that is Layden, and this is Kit, right there. Anyway, I just had to show you guys that because they're being super cute, cuddling. Mando said EV update proposal is sedans less than 55,000 and SUVs less than 69,000. So it would apply for Model 3 and Y if it goes through.
Yeah.
That'd be
So at least that's good. At least for those vehicles.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I still just wish that it just applied for all of them.
Yeah. Fred said, I rotate my tires every 20,000 and do it myself. If I have a floor jack, it's a 30-minute job. Or if you have a floor jack. Need a torque wrench and a breaker bar too. I'm 75, so you young guys should do it faster.
Yeah, that's a good job there, Fred.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Now, I do rotate my own tires. Sorry, I think I got sidetracked. But it tends to be like every 10,000 or so miles that I'll do it. But again, I tend to do it myself. But again, with all these places that do it for free, there's really no reason to not make sure that you're rotating it. The only thing is if you have a staggered set, you have to be careful where things get rotated.
Yeah.
So you can only rotate your back and only rotate your front, but that will spin them a different direction. So that will hopefully help even out any wear.
But like Fred says, he can do it himself, and he's 75. So that's probably it's not that hard. You just like you said, you
As
just have
long
to
as
have
you
the
have the
right
equipment.
tools
Yep.
to do it. But it just takes some time, and it's easier if you have a garage and stuff. I wouldn't want to be doing you can even do it out on the street, I guess. But it's definitely easier if you have a garage.
Yeah. The dogs rotated and they're being very cute again. They're like yin and yang.
Sometimes we have pictures when they were puppies, when they were like, oh, now Kit's using Layden as a pillow. So, yeah.
Oh, you can see though Layden tried taking over the bed.
Yeah.
So Kit is in a very small spot. Okay, let me see. My chat jumped a little bit. Where were we?
Harold Hollingsworth said he witnessed his first Model X this weekend. Owner told me he had to replace the door. So I wonder if that was an older one then. Cause
Yeah,
I know
and
they
under
did,
warranty.
They did have problems, I know, back in 2016 and stuff, the earlier ones. But I haven't heard too many problems with Model X recently, especially the 2021 model. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a joke because they haven't made them. Da-da-da.
Wait, Scott must be coming down.
Oh, yeah, it's puppy foods time, so,
Yeah, so they
the
have
puppies
left.
are going. Mando said, did you guys see first Rivian customer truck produced?
Yes,
Very
we
nice.
did.
Yes, and no comment. But I'm super excited for Rivian. Yeah. Hopefully we can share some news soon. Glowing Human said, is that a real Tesla Supercharger?
Yes, it is.
I mean,
V2
does
though,
it
so you see
charge?
it's-
Well, he said, does it charge as fast? How did you get one? So, one, it doesn't charge anything right now because it's not hooked in. But it does have all the internals. If you search the channel, we actually took it apart and everything. But it is a real one. It used to be a store display, but again, has all the internals. The issue with making your own is the Supercharger cabinet that people don't normally see. That's what makes it charge. And that is something that you can't really get.
You could build one
could
yourself,
build
but
it.
it would cost you a lot of money. But basically,
And I
it's
would be scared
it's
of
a stack
doing
of
that.
chargers similar to like what's in the car, but then you need all kinds of other cooling fans and other systems as well. It would cost probably tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, but technically it is a real one. The one that's in the garage is actually a fiberglass shell. I measured one out, built a foam mold, fiberglassed over it, took out the mold, and hung it on the wall. And yeah, so this one does even light up Tesla up here. Do you want us to toggle that switch?
Wow.
Wow. So, kind of fun. Anyway, Ryan said, have you seen the Spark Charge Roadie? Portable EV charger.
Oh yeah,
I think that's the
those
one
the
we talked
batteries
about. Yeah.
that we saw on like Shark Tank or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. Those.
Interesting, but I think it still has a little bit of work.
Yeah,
to
but
be
also
done.
I think they were. You just would need several of them.
Exactly.
Depending. I mean, it might be useful around town just to get if you only need to go a few miles, but those would be pretty heavy if you need several of them all stacked and stuff. But it's nice that hopefully we'll see stuff like that like on like AAA
error.
vehicles or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, so we're getting an error again on YouTube saying it's not receiving enough video stream, but our video is fine, so I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I'm going to speed through these last couple of questions, and then we'll go ahead and probably end it. Let's see. May said, when will Abstract have jack pads for the Plaid? All Model S jack pads previously actually do fit the Plaid. I have verified that myself, so you're good if you have your old set. A lot of good comments about Discount Tire. Let's see. Someone asked, does Tesla give you the FSD computer when you pay for a new one? Not your old one. They do actually keep that. Oh.
No,
well,
you get buy one get one free.
he does have one. Well, I have one that I bought.
Yeah. We have a. They just give it to you. You just carry it out. You got to figure out how to install it yourself, though. So.
That's the grounding cable, by the way.
Oh, okay.
This is the grounding cable.
No, they don't really give you one for free, but we just happen to have one. So but we might be listing it for sale because we decided we don't need it after all.
Originally, I was gonna buy it and take it apart, but now I'm like, well, I think
it could still do somebody some good, though.
Yeah.
It's like, why destroy it when
It's a brand new one.
It can still be used. Somebody could upgrade their vehicle.
So I might sell it. Let's see. Amy said, "What's for dinner?" I honestly don't know. It's a good question.
I know. The dogs are eating dog food. I'll say that.
Anyway,
I think.
some people, Diego said screen keeps freezing. Yeah, so I think YouTube's having some issues with like the stream and everything because our speed is fine and all that. So I think we're gonna go ahead and end it here. Really appreciate everyone for hanging out today. Thank you so much for the super chats. And real quick, Harold with the last minute $2 super chat said, "Nice dogs." Thank you, very nice. Thank you very much. Really do appreciate the super chat. Thanks for everyone hanging out and yeah, it was a fun day. Great questions. Thanks again to everybody for helping out.
Let them know too. We might be doing the live stream earlier next week.
Might be a live stream on Friday next week for a full self button waiting room. We'll see. Definitely follow me on Twitter. And if we decide to do it, that's where we'll kind of announce it and hang out there. And then, I don't know, maybe if we don't do that, we might start live streaming or trying it on some Saturdays. I know a couple people have said that they have football on Sundays. So they asked if we could try out some Saturdays. So we might try that next week if we're not doing the FSD waiting room live stream. So definitely stay tuned. Again, though, huge thanks to Abstract Ocean. They are our channel sponsor and help make all this possible. If you're looking to accessorize your Model SX3 or Y, definitely check them out. I'll link down below, and using code Tesla Inventory will get you 15% off of your first order. Sorry, brain fart. But that's basically it. We'll see you guys next week, maybe Friday or Saturday. We have to see what we're going on.